Jeremiah 16 verse 1 to 17 verse 12. Through the Bible with J. Vernon McGee. Chapters 16 to 17. Theme: God forbids Jeremiah to marry. The days are becoming increasingly difficult. The nation of Judah is coming to the end of its rope. As nearly as I can judge, it is within 10 years of the destruction of Jerusalem at this particular time. The word of the Lord came also unto me, saying, Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. For thus saith the Lord concerning the sons, and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begot them in this land. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried. But they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine. And their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven, and for the beasts of the earth. Jeremiah 16 verses 1 to 4. God reveals to Jeremiah the horror that is to come. He tells Jeremiah not to get married, and I think the reason is quite obvious. If you will turn to Psalm 137, which was written after the Babylonian captivity, you will see the fate children suffered. In the last 2 verses it says that Babylon will be destroyed, and they will do to her just as she had done to Judah. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Psalm 137 verses 8 to 9. When Nebuchadnezzar took the city of Jerusalem, the conquerors seized little children and dashed their heads against the stones. God asked Jeremiah not to get married because he wanted to spare Jeremiah this anguish. Under certain circumstances, it is best not to bring children into this world. I sometimes wonder about the times in which we live. My heart goes out to the little ones today. I look at my own grandchildren, and actually, tears come into my eyes. They may live out their lives through some terrible times. So I pray for them and ask the Lord to protect them. A great deal could be said about this. There is a time when it would be better not to have children. Here is a bright note. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, The Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. Jeremiah 16 verses 14 to 15. In this dark moment in Judah's history, God let Jeremiah see a brilliant future. It is as if he looks down the dark tunnel of the future and sees the light at the other end. It is interesting that this theme recurs throughout the writings of the prophets. It never got so dark, but what the prophets didn't see the light that was coming. And the darker the night was, the brighter the light appeared to be. God says the day is coming when he will bring them back from captivity, back home to their own land. Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know. I will cause them to know mine hand and my might. And they shall know that my name is the Lord. Jeremiah 16 verse 21. It is my personal opinion that God is going to have to teach my country that he is the Lord. I get the impression that America doesn't know God is out there. When he does make himself known, I am afraid it will be very impressive. Message of the unmarried prophet. The sin of Judah is written with a pen of iron, and with the point of a diamond. It is graven upon the table of their heart, and upon the horns of your altars. Whilst their children remember their altars and their groves by the green trees upon the high hills. Jeremiah 17 verses 1 to 2. There was evil in everything they did. Thus saith the Lord, Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. Jeremiah 17 verse 5. It might be well for us to put that up as a motto today. Sometimes we think we can depend on certain men or on certain political parties to work out the problems of the world. You and I are cursed people if we put our trust in men and what men can do. This is the day to trust God. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. Jeremiah 17 verse 7. We shall be blessed if we trust him, for he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. Jeremiah 17 verse 8. This is the same thought that we find in the first psalm. Blessed is the man whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Psalm 1 verses 2 to 3. The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Jeremiah 17 verse 9. This is true of your heart and my heart. Unfortunately, we all have heart trouble. I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways, and according to the fruit of his doings. Jeremiah 17 verse 10. Only God can make a heart transplant. Man is now doing that sort of thing in the physical sense, but God has been doing it in the spiritual sense for a long time. When we come to him, he gives us new life. We are born anew and given a new nature. Sometimes we who are ministers use the expression, "Give your heart to the Lord." Well, what would God want with that old, dirty, filthy heart of yours or mine? He doesn't want it. The heart is deceitful. He wants to give you a new heart. He is a heart specialist. He is the great physician. Now we will conclude this chapter with a great verse. A glorious high throne from the beginning is the place of our sanctuary. Jeremiah 17 verse 12. This is the hope of man. All men have hearts which are deceitful, dirty, filthy, and wicked. But there is a sanctuary. A glorious high throne from the beginning is the place of our sanctuary. A sanctuary is not only a place of worship. It is a place of safety, a place of peace. God gave to his people certain cities which were to be cities of refuge, sanctuaries where they would be protected. My friend, these are difficult days. It is dangerous to walk the streets of our cities. Even in our homes, we are not safe from a bomb that may come from the other side of the world. Where can we go to be safe? There is a sanctuary, and it is the high throne of our God. That is the place where you and I can go, and he asks us to come. Having therefore, brethren, boldness to enter into the holiest by the blood of Jesus, by a new and living way, which he hath consecrated for us, through the veil, that is to say, his flesh, and having an high priest over the house of God, let us draw near with a true heart in full assurance of faith. Hebrews 10 verses 19 to 22.